I'm not training with that kind of thinking, like I'm getting ready to, fight a big star, fight a hero. In the end, he's just another guy. Have you ever thought about what happens when a famous puncher who's avoided getting old steps back into the ring? Can a boxer with years of pains and wins still beat excited champ who's at his best, trying to fight for my belt? He's going in there trying to, take my belt, and I got to do whatever. From the moment news came out that Manny Pacquiao would face Mario Barrios, boxing fans stopped breathing. Two big fighters from different ages brought together by luck, practice, and pure guts. The risks could not be bigger. A real hero looking for one more story. A new star trying to make his name solid. When Roy Jones Jr., one of the most exciting players ever to put on gloves, gives his opinion, the boxing world listens close. In this fun, joking summary, we'll look at the details, the camp stories, the expert opinions, and the plan for winning that Roy shared. I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao. Roy Jones Jr. knows strength. He's felt it, used it, and honored it. Watching Pacquiao train at 46, he's amazed by the Filipino's sharp focus and strong hunger. Manny isn't running on a machine for money. He's chasing records. He changes direction like a tiny bird, hides behind fake moves, then hits hard punches faster than Barrios can see. Roy says that at 46, many lose their legs before their hands, but Pacquiao's legs are still jumpy things, pushing power that makes pain in Roy's eyes. Barrios faces a wall of tricks and know-how, not just sizes. And being young, the plan is clear: block the ring, make Barrios fight close, and hit that mean left hand before he can start over. The Pac at the top of his game, but in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever. Mario Barrios has his own firepower. In top body shape, he punches with the dream of a guy who beat tough times, climbing up one surprise win at a time. His coach, Bob Santos, made Barrios' jab into a key tool. Exact, checking, making sad. Barrios doesn't just throw groups of punches. He builds them, watching, answers before going all in. Yet Roy points out that Barrios' youth brings too much pride. That cool walk can make senses dull. In practice videos, Roy saw Barrios chase showy fast punch groups, 40 in 4 seconds, no joke. But he also saw, sometimes going too far, the kind Pacquiao's skill uses any hole with doctor-like care. Roy tells Barrios to calm the fast attacks, use the jab to set space, and choose his times, or he might end up in a bad highlight clip punch back. Of course, when that's not how that goes, that's not real. But in business, but let's not pretend it's a men's fashion show. This is war. Manny's team shows sureness. In shared gym videos, he beats heavy bags, shadow fights with the style of his young days, and hits focus pads like a tight spring. People who say bad things point to his old eyes, slower moves. Roy ignores those worries. Power is the last thing to leave, he says, old like good drink. Pacquiao's heart stays. Speed, when to hit, and a fighter's extra sense. Roy remembers days practicing with Robert Guerrero. Manny's power felt the same then. If Roy's guesses are right, Barrios might be beat before round 5. Fighter of the decade 1990s, passing on the torch to Manny Pacquiao, fighter of the 2000. Right. Voices from the old group add to the talk. Manuel Marquez, last guy to knock down Pacquiao, warns that old body parts and past breaks could fail him. Yet he says that strict practice keeps knockout strength. Teddy Atlas, always doubting, shows a bad view of playing with danger. No matter how nice you make it, a 46-year-old body can't forget years of hits. Roy answers with a story. Even a 26-year-old can have his light put out by one punch. The agreement: boxing beats age sometimes, but only for those who honor its price. Any advice tonight for him? Just be smart. Don't go Don't get too wild. Try to be smart with your wildness. Barrios fans bring hope too. Sean Porter praises Barrios' best shape, calling him perfect to walk into Pacquiao's punches back and hit mistakes. Amir Khan points out that a long break makes skills dull, but says that one fast Barrios hit could change hopes. People who set fights whisper of a possible Pacquiao Mayweather 2 if Manny wins. A fun prize for both fighters and TV. Roy laughs. After Pacquiao stops Barrios, he'll have the world chasing his next move. He's more wild. Take your hits when you can, but don't go out there to just try and knock him out. Just outbox him, like you did last time when you get chances. The joking side can't be missed. Boxing News loves click tricks. Barrios to win big. Pacquiao's age problem. Yet those yells hide details. Roy says cut through the buzz. He shows a smart game. Not just big hits and show. The keys to win, smart in ring, when to hit, and being in shape. For Pacquiao, keeping top energy over 12 rounds means sticking to his old ways. Runs 5 a.m. jogs, jump ropes, and lots of pad work. For Barrios, it's mixing fast attacks with careful guard, using head moves, turns, and the strong jab to keep Manny real. There's a few guys that I give more credit to than most people. Right, I saw this guy fighting at 135. How do you fight him at 1? Training camps have become places of hardware where every drop of sweat helps fate. Pacquiao's practice stays based in the tough of old ways. Early morning runs through hard hills, lots of rounds of shadow boxing until his arms hurt, and pad work so exact it cuts through the air like a knife. Indifference, Barrios uses the new times. Body trackers watch every heartbeat. High air masks make like tall mountain work, and slow video breaks look at every move, part by part like a computer book. Old ways face off against machines. Each guy thinking his way makes the better fighter. No team gives up. Both mix the past's hard facts with today's stuff. When those doors close, only pure guts and sharp skills decide who wins. I'm at 168, right? You understand me? That he's still dangerous at 160. He ain't just no fight. He got you got to. Food and getting better have become science shows for fighters chasing best work. Pacquiao still likes lean meat, brown rice, and veggies. A easy list that helped his best years. Barrio adds with drinks strong energy stuff and cold freeze times to fix muscles fast. Doubters ask if new getting better stops toughness, while old fans warn against babying bodies that must take punches. In truth, both teams walk a path between strong and new ideas. Winning lives in mix, honor for old ways, careful use of new finds, and always doubt toward trends that promise too much. Watch it, 'cause he going to get you if you ain't careful. You ain't under game, he asked. Dana Rosenblatt, you want nothing down your game. Mind games now start on social pages where bad talk and funny pictures flash like small lights before big ones. Pacquiao's past makes insults small. He lets foot moves and hiding shadows send notes. Barrios uses his social spots to show pad work and strong belly, and open tease at world watchers. Roy Jones Jr. laughs at both ways, telling fans that real scare happens when gloves touch and small leather meets bone. Too much sureness can break like glass under a good placed punch back. In the end, show amounts to little more than noise and anger when the bell rings. He going to get you. And even at an old age, not many people beat Durant, right? He did. Coaches stand as game planners, planning every step from side spots. Freddie Roach stays the old type, strict, steady, a live link to Pacquiao's best. Every practice, every break time has reason beyond just fit. Bob Santos, at same time, leads Barrios' group with Dr. Care, mixing smart plans with hard shape. Both guys honor each other's work. They've given looks at weight checks and know the weight of practice nights. Yet when their fighters hit, there's no nice talk, only the hard truth of win or lose. Roberto went to UK with headgear without head gear. Nigan wore headgear. He made corners become safe places and plan rooms. In each 3-minute break between rounds, ice packs and water calm breath. Words from cut guys and helper. Coaches build fighting heart. Pacquiao hears steady notes to guard the body, to choose hits wise, and to use Barrios as half-second stops. Barrios, hearing his corner, takes words of push, jab, set feet, close space. Roy compares corner words to beat in music, help that. Shapes made up great. When their fighters go back to middle, they carry corners smart like Lucky Charms under the lights. Nigel mean being like a beginner, and Nigel is much younger than him. You understand me? Yeah, that's true. Nigel was a fan. Culture fuels this show, turning ringside into a fun fair of hope and worry. Filipino flags wave beside U.S. stars and Mexican flags in a world mix. Barrios' fans talk youth and sports skill, yelling that the time of heroes belongs to past. Pacquiao's fans answer with yells of trust and pride. Sure, that heart beats youth. Both sides carry thoughts off past wins and close calls, feeding social pages with guesses and wishes. The stress builds until quiet comes and gloves meet. Regular, middleweight, and super middleweight. This guy started lightweight. Behind the scenes, bosses and TV calculate every side. Pay to watch buys, ticket money, and online numbers. A Pacquiao win could start rematch crazy. Mayweather 2 talks in boss rooms. A Barrios surprise would change stories, sending shock through lists and changing future fights. Money meets old tales as people bet on past versus new. Still, cash alone cannot pull great into the ring. For real heroes, pride and reason beat any pay. After a broken neck, as a lightweight you gonna fight one of the best fighters. Betting odds show not sure. Early bets might like Barrios by a small bit, counting on youth and doing. As fight week comes, bets get close or change based on practice news and weight drop. Drama, those watching the action know. Bets change faster than punches in a belt fight. Roy warns bettors, bets only check thoughts, not must happen. One perfect time hook can make months of think nothing. In boxing, the score starts over with every bell ever, and you do it still. I was crying after the fight cause I was afraid I didn't want to hurt his neck again. Right, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to fight. History offers like stories that shake with funny. George Foreman took back glory in 1994 at 45, beating Michael Moore with know-how. Oh, power. Bernard Hopkins fought past 50 against sense and bad talk alike. Yet those comebacks touch the sides of normal think. They're wonders, not guides. Pacquiao's test stands among those tales carrying hope that past can beat age. Barrios, other way, seeks a spot in history by ending one. Their fight becomes more than a match. It's a meet of times. What he don't know is that for a while I had pictures of him in my room in my round by round guesses. CA smart start that checks nerves. Round 1 likely has careful jabs and foot fakes as each guy checks space. By round 3, Pacquiao's speed could break Barrios' block, getting him small leads. In middle fight rounds, Barrios must punch back, good or risk going off balance. Late rounds like shape, and Pacquiao built his hero on non-stop speed. If both last, the judges' papers may depend on who set the speed stuff. Him with the whole head thing on because he was also inspiration to me. Wow. Scenarios go different big depending on early breaks. A first round knockout would shock the sport. Barrios down by that famous left hook. A late stop would crown Pacquiao's last and ring smart. A choice whether close or wide would start talks on points and boxing's future. In lose, Barrios would get honor for brave and open doors to new belt tries. For Pacquiao, any win makes longer an already big hero, maybe making one last goodbye. If you can go through what he went through and come back, Why should I not be able to go through? You feel me? I had no excuses whatsoever. After 4, Pacquiao holds deep chances. A. When might start calls for show fights, help matches, and talk speeches that use his hero shine. TV may chase another pay-watch big if he takes rematch offers. Old fans will wonder at the boxer, who said no to easy stop, choosing instead to fight history itself. Doubters will tell him of age, price, pushing stop with mixed, sad and ease. Above all, Pacquiao's past will grow better and more. Mixed joining sports, belief, and country pride. None was up. Wow, you never knew that? No he didn't. 'Cause I ain't never told nobody. Wow, I had pictures of him with that head thrown. His own. Barrios' future depends on show more than background. A strong look, even in lose, could push him into top group, getting good deals and ads. A bad loss, however, may show holes in his game, dropping his value fast. He risks being called what if a small note rather than a name cut in gold. Yet wins against heroes often make jobs. Barrios' choice to face Pacquiao shows dream over careful. A pick that may get him either win or hard. Let me let you know what I'm saying. 154 to heavyweight is more weight to cover than the pounds that their clash rings out beyond this fight, shaping boxing's way. Does the sport cheer back stars or lift new skill? Bosses, coaches, and fans will watch results thinking, if pay-watch money likes old or new faces. Some fighters may copy Pacquiao's path, chasing comebacks at the cost of health. Others may look on youth grow, avoiding old stories. Boxing's next part will depend on lessons from this fight story. As fight night comes, stress wins tight. The MGM Grands lights will shine down on 2 fighters stepping into fate. Roy's last say, new guy meets master, but the master still makes the music. Pacquiao's hand will go up. It won't be easy, but his past asks one last big. Barrios may fight, but Roy trusts Manny's know-how to win. 8 divisions for Manny Pacquiao. That's number 1. But number 2, heavyweight kicks the knocks the top off. See? So here's the bottom line. No sweet talk. The place buzzes with power as fight night comes. Lights going low and bright lights cutting paths through smoke. Ringside seats shake with the talk of hopes. Will young beat smart? Or will a hero's skill last more than raw power as the fighters make their own walks? One to loud flag waving, the other to a group of smart buzz. The field is set. Every step toward the ring carries tales of give up, from broken bones to no sleep nights on the machine. When the first bell rings to start round 1, those tales meet into a live show of human guts. When Manny fought at welterweight, there's still a limit. Roy went from 154 to heavyweight against guys with no limp. Come on, y'all. That's master. Under the big fight, the under fights build speed. A line of hopefuls, each dreaming of top spot glory. There, early fights warm the crowd, making a group beat that tops just before the main. In between rounds, the ring workers clean canvas, marks into light thoughts, getting ready for the real show. Fighters from earlier fights stay at ringside, eyes stuck to the middle, thinking themselves in those ropes. Their quiet honor shows that every champ's tale starts with small starts under bright lights. Talkers sit in their spots, papers in hand, yet eyes big with real wonder. They talk punch, numbers, quick second answers, and knockout chances, making storied lines that lead watchers through each jab and turn. With every smooth group, they add background, telling fans that a good time punch back can beat a bunch of hits. No empty talk here. Their think cuts to the heart, asking every plan and liking each thought risk. It's their even doubt that gives trust. When the dust of bunches clears in the mind of each fighter, mind strong becomes the best tool. Barrios fights with fake, feeling haunted by videos of younger Manny beating through others. Pacquiao faces doubts, said by age itself. Can a body used by years last another hard dance? Both use mind picture, drill seeing wins and bad in. Same. When real hits at 60 seconds per round, only that inside. Practice stands between win and sad. Any advice for any children and youth on the benefit? Corners change into places of plans. Freddie Roach, give short, steady orders. Guard closer, turn sharper, breathe. Even. Across the way, Bob Santos fixes Barrios' footwork with Dr. Care, pushing him to use the jab as both block and jump. Neither. Teacher hides from hard truth. Each word a knife cutting away mess. Their help shows a old view. Honor the work. Honor time. Tested ways, but ask every guess. Holy, that's a good question. Roy Jones from 154. You know, that's different than Bob Fitzsimmons. Bob Fitz. Medical team stay quiet. A silent note of boxing's real danger. Cut guys stand ready with stop bleed and ice, knowing that a cut can change speed. Ringside. Doctors watch life signs, always ready to. The hidden cost of win. These workers balance their promise. Oath against the show's wants. A serious other to the loud crowd. There being shows that under show lies a weak thing of skin and bone. When the last points papers come, they carry more than numbers. They cut job paths into past. A big win for Pacquiao might push other old. A brave lose for Barrios could make his name as a fighter. Surprises change lists fast, pulling big info thinkers into fast new thinks of future fights, past and chance. Hit in those short totals. Round by round counts turned into tales of comeback or dream. Not done. Should have like heavyweight. That's I don't know if that can happen again. A division. That's highly unlikely as well. Oh, okay. Not the fact that he's 8. Speaking of big info, fun fact. If each punch were saved by feelers, a single 2-month practice time could make hundreds of big bits of work numbers. Like a small info store, coaches with a code mind might write ways to check punch speed, tired ways, and answer times, fixing plans with code care. This mix of old tough, sweat, and new things shows today's sport, based in old yet ready to new. Division champion is 154 to heavyweight greater than 8. Divid. Yes, that's harder to do. Let me, as the crowd leaves, sounds of the night stay in mind and social pages alike. Tags grow, funny pics spread, and best clips loop. That key left hook or that turning back foot. The talk changes, easy from live bad to later, like pushing ideas for future fights. Boxing's big picture grows better with each part, weaving tales of keep going plans and the non-stop human heart. So here's the last note. Whether you like Pacquiao's old art or Barrios' lively one, this fight becomes part of your own tale. Hit subscribe, punch that like button, and drop your thoughts below, because in this old sport, every voice counts as hard as every punch.